here at the National Bowling Stadium. And you see some of the great women pros hanging around to watch some of the matches. I see Kim Terrell, Kelly Kulig. Stoles has the lead to go out on the limb. She's got an 18-pin lead. Can she put Feldman away?
Well, she's got an 18-pin deficit, and she needs a double. And, you know, this great reaction, it's... she hasn't been able to make it work for her. On lane 25, she hits 2 really good shots. She gets wrapped on both of them. And, you know, maybe trying to force the ball a little bit. I know I used to do that. If you couldn't carry, it made you kind of change your dynamics.
Linda Barnes leads by 13.
Carry.
Now Barnes comes back after an open frame, but she's really opened up the game for Burgoyne, who only trails by 13 now. Stoles has the split to try and cover. I think she can make this. It's definitely a makeable one. She's going high and hard. Wow, she gets it.
You know, I didn't think she'd try to go to the left of the 2-pin there, Marshall, but with that straight spear ball that you kind of like, she got the deflection and went ahead and covered it. Now,
yeah, I would have tried to throw more of a hook into it like a strike shot, but that's why they're down there and we just talk about it.
Results are the final answer. Now, Amanda, can she bounce back in these last 5 frames? Trails by 13 pins. Can cut it to 3.
Oh, and she made her best shot and leaves a 7-10. She moved in a couple of boards on the approach and on the lane. And you know, it's just this is unfortunate. Look how ball's coming back into the pocket. The 5 goes directly behind the 7. 10 stands. Feldman fortunate just to leave the 3-pin.
All of a sudden, Marshall here, 5 frames left to the finish line, and we're seeing balls go all over the lane. Is it the pressure? The lane's changing? What do you think, Fel?
Well, she said she was having they're all wearing wireless mics. She said she was having a little bit of problem with the feel of the mic. Well, so that's
only one person hit the pocket in the last frame among the 4, and that was Linda Barnes. As you see, Feldman maintaining her 17-pin lead, and the jury is definitely surely out on that. Right now, the young lady, Amanda Burgoyne.
Well, she made a great shot in the last frame and got, not only didn't she get a strike for it, she got penalized for hitting the pocket.
Starter bowling in high school on a full scholarship at Nebraska. The modern bowler gets a free ride.
Well, I tell you, these women, they don't phone it in when they get in trouble. They keep working and working and working.
Well, they're very disciplined, well coached. One thing I see that they have as good as anybody is balance, Marshall. Great balance.
Feldman coming in light. That hook ball, as the lanes transition, more oil going down the lanes, it's harder to get the ball into the pocket when you're throwing it with that much of a hook.
Linda Barnes could take a commanding lead here in the 6th. She could extend her lead to 37 pins with a strike.
Much cleaner off her hand. Yeah, but when she opened on that lane 24 previously, it was a bad delivery. She just didn't make the right shot. As we see a replay of Barnes going high flush and loving it.
Feldman makes her spare to maintain her 15-pin lead. And now, right now, this match, Feldman and Stoles, is, I think, pretty much up for grabs. Barnes can really put an exclamation point on this match with a strike here.
Boy, she got that ball out wide. It's set up nice in the pocket, and Barnes is in just a commanding position right now. Stoles needs to take advantage of what looked like at the onset the perfect roll and the right part of the lane.
Just not rolling your wrist quite through the ball, Marshall, and that's that little tension, and obviously keeping the ball in play, and she's by no means out of this match because, let's face it, Michelle Feldman is either like strike or a tough split or spare, so...
yeah, she's made that 2-8 twice, which is, not only is it a difficult spare to make, but, you know, it's just a fraction of an inch away from being a 2-8-10.
Well, Amanda Burgoyne can strike out for 200, so can make a match of it.
Come on.
Great shot by Amanda. She knows she still has a chance.
Yep.
But she'll need this one in the 9th. Stolz with the spare ball, going for the 10-pin. She asked for it to hold on, and the ball listened to her.
An absolute must situation for Amanda Burgoyne right here, 9th frame. Any chance to win, she must strike on this shot.
It's been her good lane, Bo.
Come on.
How about a break for Amanda? That 7-pin went down because she willed it down. And her parents watching and loving that one.
Look at the head pin, does a lot of the work there, Marsh.
And the 7-pin doesn't look like it's going to go, but she knows it went, because it did, just at the very last.
Very cooperative. Now Stolz, key frame.
Well, that's the way that the ball you would think would strike. That's the same shot she threw earlier in the game and left the 7-pin on. As she's missed her good lane, struck on her tough lane. And, you know, she's keeping pressure on Michelle because she keeps striking. Now, Barnes right here with a strike here could pretty much eliminate Burgoyne. Beautiful shot, solid 10.
Well, the scoreboard for Linda Barnes is simply this. She must mark in this frame in the 10th to shut out Burgoyne. If she would happen to miss here and not double in the 10th, Burgoyne can step up and still win the match. Now Feldman with a 16-pin lead, 8th frame.
Shot.
Boy, she liked that one. Really solid.